All right, so let's switch over to the user experience. So Greg, that'll turn it over to you. And so we just looked at Chris going from the admin side to basically configure the contextual authentication, so a blocked request versus a two-factor. So Greg, let's walk through that. Whether you're an employee, a customer, or a partner, what does that contextual authentication policy look like for the user?
Sure. Yeah. So from that front end perspective, based on what Christopher just did on the back end, for example, being able to see how it looks when a user is blocked, you can see very clear. In this case, actually, PortalGuard, one of the nice things about it is fully white label or brandable. So not only changing out images and things of that nature, but even down to labels and error messages can also be fully customized in PortalGuard. So if, for example, the server evaluated this authentication attempt and didn't like what it saw, it can block outright that authentication attempt. And all this is logged. It can all be reported on and audited on as well. Which is obviously very important nowadays. And so if we use a different account and attempt to log in, we can see that it is requesting multi-factor authentication. I entered my name and password correctly. And so now it is prompting for biometric authentication. So this is through the WebKey product that PortalGuard's integrated with now, which is basically enterprise grade, enterprise leading biometric authentication. So I just use the reader. It satisfied that. So you're getting a lot of good things. When you do multi-factor with biometrics, you're not just getting that. Oh, somebody did a second factor. It is. Can't really spoof a fingerprint, even though, despite what you've seen in movies, it is very, very difficult to do that. And so it's something that BioKey has spent decades on, with numerous patents, and the technology is, basically when it comes to accuracy and speed, are just, top of the class.
Yeah, that's a great highlight, Greg. Is so when PortalGuard and BioKey came together, we fully integrated WebKey, and as Greg mentioned, that's an industry-leading server-based biometric solution that's been out there for decades. It's been used in manufacturing, call centers, financial institutions, and is really a true biometric MFA. So what we're seeing in biometrics is a lot of things are still device-based, that it's all still dependent on the phone or on the device that the person's actually using to authenticate, whereas server-based biometrics is really the only true way to know the who, as I say, or the person that's actually accessing. So there's no way to, have shared accounts or shared phones. You can actually prove, for example, that Greg is the one that's logging in. So huge advantages to biometrics. We also offer a line of hardware fingerprint scanners or readers that are all proprietary to BioKey as well, and integrate with over 40 different brand names for fingerprint readers on the market. So